Hey guys, it's Ivan Trades. It have been a long time without making a trade recap. So far, I just came up with another trade. So far, this position was the trade which I missed out on. Euro USD buys. It was a miss out. I didn't take it at all, but yeah, see, you get powered. So I wanted to make a quick trade recap on the trade which I took today. It was a sell trade, and I want to go through the thought process of why I took this trade and what actually happened. So far, when the day opened, we seen the price sweeping previous day's low right here before sweeping out the previous day's high. So far, there was some news in the AM session, and if you can see closely, you can see how much more bearish GBP/USD was on this price chart with the green and black candles. So I was still expecting some bearish momentum because we first of all tagged the sell side below right here, the previous day's low, and then we did sweep previous day's low both on Euro and GBP, and then we swept only the previous day's high on Euro only. So I was expecting some kind of reaction off of the previous day's high. So that is why I instantly dropped to the 1 hour time frame, and then realizing that this divergence right here on these highs could trigger a possible retracement to the internal sell side liquidity. I tried framing a reversal of this 8 a.m. candle as London highs were already swept right here. If you can see closely, these London highs were instantly swept in the London, so in the AM open, so there was some kind of bearishness right here. So is this divergence confirmed that the price was likely to be entering a retracement phase, and we had opened the 4-hour candle right here, and it opened high without forming a relevant low. I expected the price to return to make a relevant low in the near term, so that was my bias for looking for shorts. And as price instantly swept this high and closed like this, you can see how much bearish already the GBP/USD was, and you can see that the GBP/USD was already inside of this Asian range CB. So I was expecting bearish price action. So the reason why I entered this trade was, first of all, this divergence on the high time frame, where this high, which was created on Monday 5 a.m. was never swept on GBP/USD on 9 a.m. whilst at 9 a.m. price swept it as we opened high the 4-hour candle, which opened at 5. So to confirm that this was likely the high of the day, I seen this double divergence, like the 9 a.m. candle was never swept on the GBP/USD. So that was another reason for anticipating bearish retracement to the sell side, which I could capitalize on. So the last straw to be drawn right here was the fact that the price was turning from bullish to bearish, specifically after I knew that price was likely going to attack the sell side in the internal range once this market structure shift right here happened, because this was the high of 8 a.m. It was swept, used as support, and if we could close below this candle right here, I was anticipating bearish price action and this CB right here to be inverted. So that is why I marked it out ahead of time, anticipating bearish price action. If you can see on the Telegram channel, which is Ivan Trades channel, I already marked out this CB and I anticipated it to be used as a resistance to push the price to the lower prices. So that is why once I seen this candle closing below this up close candle right here, I started entering short, targeting the sell side. So the first sell side I was targeting was the daily open of the candle. So as we already swept the previous day's low right here, the previous day's low was this one, which was created at 9:35 about there, and we already swept the previous day's high. I didn't expect the price to come all the way down to this low, as even though Trump was speaking, that was very rare. So this stop loss of like 13 pips was already enough for me for expecting the price to give me something to work off of as a framework for my take profit or stop loss. So that is why I ended up taking this short after I seen that this fair value gap was failing, and I took this trade in the momentum as it was playing out. So I think that's what happened so far. And then if you can see clearly, GBPUSD was extremely bearish more than euro comparatively. Had I gone into the same trade at the same time on GBPUSD on 1:2 risk to reward ratio, my take profit would have been taken and I would have already crossed the trade. But apparently, as you can see on the euro, as the daily candle had already flipped bullish, it couldn't flip bearish. If anything, it could retest the daily open and then reject it. And if you look closely to the left side, you can see where the daily open happened. Let me see. Yeah, on this exact line right here, if you can see this exact line, the daily open happened at 1:14.17.4. So that was where I took my 99 position off right here and left a runner which was swept out of just recently, and I'm pretty content with what I have done, as I followed my plan as I wanted. So far it was a beautiful trade, and I am planning on forcing myself to continue to follow my plan as I should, because I already know too much to be failing right now. So any mistake I could have made, it was completely my fault, and I should make sure that I follow my plan as I wanted. And if I do it wrong and recognize it immediately, I have to make sure that I cut my losses early on. So you can see the trade which I took right here, and so far I've been on a quite long losing streak, but it seems like the market have been merciful for me today, and it is what it is. So thank you guys for sticking till the end, and follow Ivan Trades for more content and self-development tips. If you want to see more about my trading journey, you can join a free Telegram channel which is Ivan Trades channel, and let's level up together and build this skill set, because this is the real shit. So thank you guys for sticking to the end. Subscribe if you haven't already done it, and don't forget to comment your biggest takeaway from this trade recap, and I'll see you in the next one.